What's up, guys? It's Fashion Network Plus here. We're back with a whole nother video. Guys, we have to break down this whole Ice Spice versus Cleotrapa situation. People on my TikTok has just been wanting to know, and we just have to get right into it, guys, and set the record straight. So, what do we have here? Cleotrapa posted 6 parts of 9-minute videos each. And she just broke down why her and Ice Spice aren't friends anymore, because Ice Spice invited her last minute on tour and just been mistreating her throughout the whole duration of the tour, which was 30 days. Now, Cleotrapa and Ice Spice were best friends. Like, you saw them together. Cleo was in all of her music videos, and Cleo just had enough. So for you guys, I summarized the whole entire situation. Now you better get a snack, because this is juicy tea.
Summarizing the Cleo and Ice situation if your attention span is fried. So Ice Spice invited Cleo last minute, she said, around July 30th something, but Ice Spice wanted her to come on tour on August 1st. Cleo was like no, because she would miss out on money via brand deals, wanting to be with her boyfriend, etc. So Ice Spice was like no, you can perform. Cleo said Ice Spice told her that she would be covered, and Cleo said cool. They share a room together and claims Cleo and Ice Spice brought luggage to the venue to perform, and she said she was skeptical about Ice Spice telling her to bring it in case of a wardrobe malfunction. Cleo actually has a wardrobe malfunction, so she's relieved she brought it, but when it was time to bring the luggage to the car to back to the hotel to take a shower, Cleo noticed that Ice's bags were gone already in the truck, so Cleo asked Ice's security to bring her bags. The security guard said no, so Cleo felt some type of way and thought, well, why didn't Ice at least tell them to don't forget her bags? So while it's raining outside, she has no choice but to bring her luggage outside, her duffel bag and suitcase, and she felt embarrassed because fans were asking her for pics, and she even said she was drenched, and she didn't want to meet fans that way, and the car ride home was silent, and she said she could tell Ice knew it was wrong but acted like she didn't care, so Cleo waits to confront Ice about it when they finally get to their room, and while Ice is taking a shower, Cleo decided to take her makeup off, and Cleo asked Ice about, well, how come the bodyguard didn't take her bags too? She said Ice told her that if the bodyguard feels like he's doing more work, then he's not gonna do it, and that he gets paid to only work for her. So Cleo asked her how much it was for him to at least get her bags, and since he had problem paying him, she said Ice told her that he gets paid a flat rate. Cleo said she was confused, because she wondered if Ice knew what a flat rate was. By the way, she told her, and Cleo was mind-boggled, because she knew that the security will move anything she tells him to move. So Cleo said she then told her about how she had to move the bags herself, and how the fans were in her face while it happened, and she then said Ice was making it seem like she understood, and Cleo said she went back to being weird by saying the bodyguard couldn't leave her side, so that why he couldn't move Cleo's bags. So then Cleo addressed the times when the bodyguard did leave Ice's side to go put her luggage in the trunk, and Cleo said that Ice Spice then told her, why would I wait for him to bring your bags to the car? And Cleo said she was done after the conversation, because she felt that Ice was being selfish, because Cleo waited for him while he was putting Ice's bags in the car. So then Cleo said she then shifted into the mindset of charging it to the game. She then said she thought Ice was her friend, and she doesn't usually charge something to the game unless it's regarding business. Cleo then got into how she was mistreated for the rest of the tour, just because she brought it to Ice's attention. She then said after a couple places, and when they finally got to New York, Cleo didn't know whether or not to continue because had nobody with her, and she then said she talked to her manager to see if she could have an assistant. Cleo said she then made her mind up that she wanted to continue with her tour, and even made her mind up to not address anything that happens during the tour until the tour is over. So Cleo said that Ice's dressing room in New York was small, but Ice's production team acted like they didn't know where she was supposed to get dressed at, and would tell her that Cleo get dressed in like a bathroom that everybody goes in. Cleo felt some type of way because she said that Ice told her before coming that Cleo was going to be with Ice the entire time on tour, so Cleo said she would be confused and wondered why they didn't know that Cleo was supposed to be with Ice. Cleo then says that anytime somebody else is with Ice, they're always accommodated and is able to find a room, and always had a room there for themselves. Cleo said she was okay with the fact that she didn't have her own room, but she honestly thought she was going to be with Ice for the entirety of the tour, and Cleo said felt annoyed with production when they acted like they didn't know where she was supposed to go. So Cleo said she then asked Ice if she can get ready in her room, and Ice told her to come and look in the room. She said the dressing room was small, but it wasn't small enough for a couch to be able to still fit in there. Cleo said she was set up nice and her wardrobe was able to fit too. She said that Ice was already good, and they got their makeup done with the chairs back to back, and once they were ready, Cleo left the room because she said Ice doesn't even allow people to just chill or sit in the room, because she gives them the boot anytime she felt like it. So Cleo said she felt some type of way because she felt why can't they just chill or whatever in the dressing room. So Cleo said she knew Ice was still mad about the luggage, so that's why she did that. So Cleo said she put her Telfa bag on the side of the couch and had no problem doing so because she claimed that Ice knew what her bag looked like. Cleo then says that Ice's MOM and little sister then came into the room, and that's when everybody got out of the room. And Cleo said she waited an hour later to go back to the room, and she sees her Telfa bag outside of Ice's door, and Cleo said she wondered why Ice would kick her bag out since it was a little bag, and it was just on the side of the couch. Cleo said that a few days later, a $700 designer retail charge was paid for with her card, and she claims she's not accusing anybody, but she was able to fix it with her bank. Cleo then went to a video shoot, and a couple days later Ice told her to take the bunk on her tour bus because Riot was coming back with her, so Cleo had to take the bunk on the tour bus, and she explained it was small, narrow, and it was 3 bunks stacked up on each side of the tour bus. So Cleo said she didn't have a problem with it because she didn't want to cop block her. Cleo said that after they rode back to the hotel, which Cleo says that they only went to 5-star hotels in every city, Riot and Ice came out of her room in the tour bus. They all go to the elevator and was going up, and Cleo said that Ice asked her while Riot and the security was around saying you not gonna get your own room, and Cleo said she was confused because she thought they were still sharing a room, and that Ice and her tone of how she asked was in an embarrassing way, and Cleo felt that Ice could have texted her to get her own room and tell her the hotel they were staying at, and Cleo felt even though it was no problem to pay for her own room, she didn't know she had to pay for hotel rooms, and Ice has her hotel covered by her label, and that they cover everything, and since Cleo is an independent artist she felt it's not what she signed up for since she has to pay for her room in every city, and they're 5-star. Cleo then said since Ice only gave her 1 day to prepare for the tour, and Cleo then went to say she realized that she was only inviting her to the tour because she was doing damage control because of the baby storm situation, so the public would thought she was a good friend for bringing Cleo on tour with her. So Ice's hairstylist convinced Cleo to stay since fans were already invested into seeing her, and so the hairstylist let Cleo stay in the hotel room with her even in every city they went to. Cleo said she had fun with the hairstylist, and even said it felt like how it was supposed to be with Ice, but Ice didn't want to do anything, didn't even want to play UNO. Cleo said the bus rides were boring, and how the hairstylist showed her the fun side of being on tour, and she said that hairstylist felt the same way, and even told Cleo she helped make tour fun. Cleo said the hairstylist then showed her a menu of what to eat, and how it's covered by production, and they're ordering food for everybody and for to pick what she wanted. So they both decided chicken salad, but then the hairstylist gets a text and shows Cleo that production told her that Cleo is not a part of the budget, so Cleo felt Ice should have told them that Cleo was good since he told her she was gonna be good. So Cleo's manager finally brings her an assistant, and they meet when they get to Chicago. She had fun, but they get to New York, and she has nobody again. They then get in between Texas and Mexico, and it's nothing but desert for miles at the hotel they stay at, and she says there was a McDonald's down the block, and Cleo said only her and the hairstylist was talking about what to eat, and even ask a guy to at least walk with them to McDonald's, and she said they all acted like they didn't want to walk because they claimed that they were gonna get bit by a scorpion and stuff, even though it was about 8-minute walk. Cleo said she invited Ice to make a TikTok with her, and Ice told her that you're with my hairstylist, and Cleo said that on Fassa time she had like a soulless demon moon on her face, and Cleo said she then hung up with her, and then they go downstairs to the lobby and stuff, and Ice is with a boy and his friend with a basketball, and Cleo asked what they were just doing, and Ice and the 2 guys said they were playing basketball, and Cleo noticed nobody still didn't say anything about eating, so she then finds out that everybody already ate, and they went to a steakhouse and left Cleo, the hairstylist, and the makeup artist, and nobody mentioned it. So Cleo said her, the makeup artist, and the hairstylist got on the tour bus at AM because that's what the hairstylist and makeup artist's manager told them to do, so Cleo went to sleep and woke up at PM and noticed they didn't even go to the next place, and they were still at the same place. Cleo said someone asked Ice why didn't they leave yet, and she said that Ice told them because I didn't feel like leaving yet, so Cleo texted her and asked if she was okay. Ice told her yeah, and that she was on her way. Cleo felt Ice could have told her since Ice wanted to walk around and look around, and so Cleo was going to leave after this incident, but she said she wanted to stay so she can perform with Asian Doll, and her MOM told her she was going to come to the Atlanta show since she couldn't come to the New York show, and Cleo put on the video that her MOM wasn't allowed backstage. So Cleo addresses everything to Ice after the tour and went on to say how she never hung out with Ice in the past for over 10 hours because she only would see her at small events, small gatherings and video shoots. Cleo said she pulled up everyone except for the last one because she thought they were friends, but they didn't hang out and chill like real friends do. But Cleo said she feels Ice needs to be saved because her vibe was dark and soulless, because Cleo posted screenshots of their convo when Cleo confronted Ice. Ice told her that she told her manager to tell Cleo's manager that she's going to need her own room after the Philly situation after the duffel bag and suitcase situation. Cleo felt that Ice Spice just ignored the entire situation, and Cleo posted screenshots of their conversation, and Ice tells her that she doesn't care if Cleo doesn't want to be friends with her, and that she wasn't the only friend she had, and how to enjoy her little story time and how she was ungrateful. And even accused Cleo of waiting until after the tour to say all of this because she was afraid of her.
Cleo was definitely not lying because Ice Spice deleted 2 of these tweets. One said, what should I do for dinner? Steakhouse or chicken salad? And then the other one said, on my flight bored, so let's play Would You Rather? Be a mean bad B word or be a stupid bum B word? Now, it's the fact that Cleo had enough and texted her, like, enjoy being friendless, you know, after she was talking to a crazy dude text message. And Ice Spice just did not care and just say, enjoy being careerless, and was calling her ungrateful. She was literally never your friend. If she sat there and threw that in your face, like, come on, no real friend would sit there and talk bad about your career. Like, that's just a no-go. We have to get into what these people have been talking about lately. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. You guys know I posted this originally on TikTok and someone said this is crazy. It definitely is crazy, because imagine your friend doing all of this to you. Next! On one of my TikTok videos of Ice Spice's style evolution, so many people commented, you guys, like saying the Cleo effect, saying thanks to my girl Cleo, this wasn't her full style evolution. Go before this to the bodysuits and Jordans. And, you know, because Cleo said that, you know, before Cleo put her up onto how to dress, all she was wearing was bodysuits and Jordans. And you guys, she's not lying. And see, look, someone else said this is not where it started. She definitely started by wearing Jordans and bodysuits. We came for the bodysuits and Jordans. I was waiting for it to get better. Laughing emoji. Someone said, looking back, she was really dressing like Cleo. Like, people are like waking up and like saying, like, hold on. She did not invent her style. Like, Cleo really, like, come on now. Next. And on my other Ice Spice video of her tweaking out during a prayer, people were paying attention saying demons ain't like that. And the drink spilling on him though, and someone else called her a demon and said demonic. Wow. Next. And on my Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie reunite video, someone said my girl cousins showed me the simple life when I was young, and I thought it would be bougie too. They had scripted moments like the Walmart scene, laughing emoji, but honestly, it was just them having fun, and I'm sure it will be the same this time around. And I totally agree. I agree that this reboot show will show them having fun. You know, as we can see, Nicole was literally dressed as a hot dog, so I don't think they're going to be on any type of bougie time. Next! On On my Judge Mathis cheats on his wife video, someone said losing a piece of a skull is crazy work. No, literally, how are you a doctor? How are you a surgeon and you lose a piece of someone's skull and then turn around and charge them for a synthetic piece? Nah, you're bugging, fam. Next, you guys don't forget to smash that subscribe button and comment down below so we could talk about it. Now back to the video. Now Ice Spice responds to what her side of the story is after Cleo drops all these videos. This is what Ice Spice had to say on Twitter Spaces. Take a listen.
I'm putting laughing faces. Y'all know. Y'all know this is not funny. Crashing out is sad, you guys. Like, the scary part of fame, honestly, is the moment that somebody feels like they can no longer use your platform, or like they're not getting exactly what they want out of a situation the way that they want it. You know what I mean? It's like, that's when they decide to crash out every single time. Like, I'm noticing a pattern, bro. And the shit is sad because I genuinely was trying to help her. Like, I'm like, yo, do you want to just come on this tour? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could just, like, join. Like, mad last minute type shit. What had actually happened is that we added another tour bus. So I'm like, now we have extra room. We have extra bunks. So I'm like, oh, let me see if Cleo wants to come. Feel me? So she could do like her songs and stuff like that. But that's what the fuck I get for trying to be a good person. It's whatever, bro. Honestly, like, you know, that's not gonna stop me from still trying to be a good person. Like, I'm gonna always help the next person out. Like, and that's really my fault for real, because whatever though. But to say, like, just to leave out so many details is crazy. Like, how you not gonna tell the people, bitch, we was on them rides at the theme park screaming our vocal cords out, like, to the point where the next day it was hard to perform. Like, bitch, we was having fun. So for you to try to sit here and complain about a chicken salad, it's like, you never came to me talking about a chicken salad. What are you really talking about right now? You gonna send me a whole essay after tour? Like, you just gonna get off the bus? I don't even know you got off the bus. And you gonna send me an essay with an intro, bodies, and a conclusion, like, and you want me to try to like analyze this shit and figure out how I'm wrong when all I did was share my stage with you, when I ain't even have to do that. You got less than 10,000 listeners and I'm sharing my stage with you and you feeling so entitled. Like, you thinking that my peoples that work for me is supposed to work for you too? Like, that's so crazy to me. Like, how I'm in the shower, you gon' barge in while I'm butt ass naked trying to press me about some bags, that you gotta carry some bags. What? Like, nah, that's that shit, bro. But that's all I could do, y'all. All I could do is sigh about it, because it's just like, what can you do, bro? It's like, damn. Crash outs and they going on rants, bro. Crash outs and they going on rants. But fuck it, though. At the end of the day, it's whatever, bro. Like, this shit comes with it, you know? Like, y'all see clearly this will come with it, bro, right? So fuck it. But the whole thing that's blowing me right now is like talking about some dark energy, trying to compare a tour bus to a slave ship. Like, what are you talking about right now? What? That is crazy to me, bro. That's so crazy to me. Like, you really gonna be friends with somebody for 2 years, but the whole time you feel like they soulless and dark? Like, you sound dumb as hell, bitch. If anything, we both need saving. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, we was at the movie theaters. We was siphon. Bitch, you not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much fucking food, you fucking vacuum, that the server was like, where did the food go? Like, stop it right now. You talking about some, she ain't let me to the back of her room on her tour bus. She had this big ass room. Bitch, can I play with my pussy one time? in my bed one time? Like, damn, you want to sleep in my bed every day? That's crazy to me. Anyways, yeah, I'm about to actually go to sleep for real this time, but I'm about to announce the Europe tour dates, because for me, the shit go on, bro. Regardless, the shit is still gonna go on. That's the gag.
Nah, calling her a vacuum is crazy work. But let's talk about some shade real quick. I found Ice Spice's hairstylist Instagram, and I find it kind of crazy on the same day that Cleo was exposing everybody. Why is Ice Spice and the hairstylist still posted up, and even the hairstylist was like, I love you, and this and that? And then why is the hairstylist taking pictures of Ice Spice's magazine on top of duffel bags? I don't know, you guys. I think it's shade. Comment down below to tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think it's shade? Because I definitely think it's shade to Cleo. But yeah, you guys, this whole situation was crazy. Now, definitely Ice Spice definitely needs to treat her friends way better than this, because to leave your friend starving like that and she couldn't chill in your dressing room, and like, it was just very insensitive to be like, oh, my team is not supposed to be working for you. Like, girl, you told her before she came out there that you got her. You don't need to worry about nothing. And then you turn around and flip-flop like a flip-flop shoe. Like, no, that's not good. Anyways, to Cleo, it was just better off if you just had your manager and been set up anyway, even though she said she got you. You can't trust nobody's these days. So it's just better to have your own just in case. And that goes for any of you guys out there. If you're traveling with friends and they say they got you and stuff, still bring your own money, still bring your own bag just in case, because you just never know these days. That's all for today's video. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this juicy tea. Make sure to follow my TikTok at Fashion Network Plus, and don't forget to comment down below and subscribe. I'm Fashion Network Plus. Until next time, I'm out.